But look how ugly it is over there. It's probably super cold too. But got nothing else to do, so let's ride. So, it's been a minute since I have made a video. But I do have what I think is an interesting topic to talk about today. Today we're going to talk about TikTok, but not in the way that you think. So unless you've been living under a rock, you would know that TikTok is poised to be banned in the United States. Now, this is not going to be political. I will not get political with this topic. You are more than welcome to have your opinions on the app or the law or any of the political things that typically are being talked about with the ban, but that's not what this is about. So a bunch of people woke up on Saturday and attempted to get on TikTok, and they got a pop-up telling them that TikTok has been banned, and basically the app was completely unusable, which honestly surprised me because I thought that by banning it, it would still work until there were so many updates required for the app that it kind of cannibalized itself. So the fact that the app completely didn't work was actually really surprising to me. And a bunch of people, of course, went on social media pretty much also surprised, and there were complainers, there were people cheering, you got all sides of the spectrum. That lasted until Sunday. So on Sunday, TikTok came back, and then users got a pop-up notification telling them that TikTok's back. Now, personally, I did use TikTok. I wasn't addicted to the app. I didn't make a lot of content on the app, but I used it and I enjoyed it for what it was. But, a friend of mine in her screenshot of the app being broken made a point, and it's kind of the point that I want to talk about today. She said that she followed a lot of creators on TikTok and wanted to follow them on other channels but couldn't remember their names, so she didn't know how to find them. What I'm talking about today is more geared towards content creators than consumers, but just the same, I think it's still a good message to put out. And that is to just not rely on one platform for content creation and or monetization. One of the issues that I've seen is these creators only make content for one platform, or they only monetize one platform. And to be quite honest, it doesn't matter if it was TikTok, if it was YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, any of these apps, Twitter, any of them, they can go away. They can literally just go away. And so if you're only focusing on one channel to monetize your content, you could really just ruin your entire career if that's, what your content is based off of, your whole career. So these creators, they only made money on TikTok and they didn't have a following anywhere else. So when TikTok went away, they had no way to reach out to their audience. They had no way to make more money. Like, their entire livelihood changed instantly. So as a creator, it's kind of our duty to let other people know about our other platforms that we have, and try to get people to follow us in other channels, because if one goes away, there's no other way for us to communicate with our audience. One example of a creator that was able to communicate to his audience was IMK, a very, very successful YouTuber, over 1 million subscribers, and one day his YouTube channel had got hacked all of his videos were gone. But he was able to communicate to his audience via Instagram and let them know what was going on. And he did end up eventually getting his YouTube channel back with all of his videos reinstated. But because he was able to communicate with his audience, people weren't left in the dark. And let me be clear, it's very unlikely that you'll have the same exact followers on every single channel. I'm a good example of that. I have over 4,000 followers on Instagram, but I only have just over 1,000 followers on YouTube. So you can't reach everybody. You can only tell people where you can be reached in case something does happen. It's really up to creators to tell their audience where to find them constantly and have other avenues besides just one channel. I have several channels or ways that people can follow me or reach me. YouTube is the channel that I post my long form content to, like this video you're watching right now. Instagram is where I post most of my reels and short form content. I also do post them on YouTube Shorts, but mostly Instagram. It is connected to a Facebook page, which I don't think has any subscribers or followers. So if you want to follow my Facebook, you're more than welcome to. But it's just the same content from my reels. And then I also have a Patreon, and I just started a email list. So the link for that will be down below in the description of every video from this point moving forward. But basically, it'll subscribe you to an email list, and I plan on sending out monthly newsletters. I'm just kind of updating people about what's going on in my life, whether it's motorcycle related, content related, or something else. But it'll be another way that I can reach out to my audience if they want to hear from me. Patreon is where I post a lot more exclusive content, so I kind of vent sometimes, or I'll talk about things that are getting planned or coming up. Just things that I don't talk about on other social media platforms. There's a couple of subscription tiers on Patreon. It is a paid service, but they're pretty affordable options. And then I am waiting for my YouTube partnership to eventually come in. I'm not quite eligible for it yet, but once it is, I'll have memberships available. But yeah, so there's other ways to reach me, get a hold of me, other than here on YouTube or Instagram. Those are my two main ones. But honestly, guys, those social media platforms can go away at literally any moment, whether the US bans them or somebody click the delete button. There's just so many things that can possibly happen. And yeah, I feel for the creators that didn't have TikTok for a while and were really wondering how they're gonna make money. But there are other ways to make money being a content creator. It's really all I came on here to talk about, just having other ways for people to reach out to you if you are a content creator. Don't rely solely on one channel or platform to speak to your audience. Have other ways, have other avenues. If you're monetizing one platform, consider monetizing other platforms as well. Nothing is forever. Anything can go away at any point in time, so just something to keep in mind. And also, as a note to consumers, follow your creators in other ways. If you follow somebody on TikTok, see if they have other social media accounts that you could follow. If you follow someone on YouTube, consider following them on Instagram as well. Open up your avenues to consuming content and watching your favorite creators. Regardless of your opinion on the TikTok bans, I think this was a good wake-up call to a lot of people about how they consume content and who they consume content from. So just keep that in mind. Don't make it political in my comments, please. I know that it is a political thing, but let's just not bring it up. There's probably plenty of other creators talking about all of the politics behind it, and that's not what I want my channel to be about. I don't know if it's my braids or what, but my head hurts so bad I need to find somewhere to chill and take my helmet off for a little bit. I don't like being behind this Sprinter because I can't see. Anyways, I'm just gonna find a place to stop and relax, enjoy my day on the beach. If you guys enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. All the links to my other social media accounts will be down below in the description, as well as the link to my email subscription and my Patreon. So if you're interested in any of that, links will be down below. And I'll go ahead and catch you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!